How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Pritchard Pod. This evening, we have a special guest, Mr. Elliot Rodriguez.
Babe,
Hail, Elliot.
What's going on, man?
Intro. It's just you sitting there the whole time, babe.
Oh, whatever. If it is, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
They can
I'm
have
not
me.
Coughing and
I know. We'll figure it out. It just failed to load the clip.
Elliot, did you see our intro?
Yeah, I saw it. It's nice.
Yeah, it just failed to load it on your end. That's all.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
really
got it.
have to fucking look at your ass fucking the whole time.
Well, that's funny. We know that's possible now, right? So it's like, still be wary of what you're doing behind the camera, I guess. Even when there's a clip playing. Yeah. But anyway, our guest, artist Elliot Rodriguez.
What's going on, guys? I'm doing good. Thank you very much. Thank you for hosting me. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm excited to continue our conversation from a few days ago.
Yeah, dude.
And yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, it was a good
I'm
time.
excited to work my way in the middle of it now this time.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Do you want to take it? Do you want to take it from here, babe?
What time is it over there?
Where I'm at?
Yeah.
Same time. It's 8:36. Same. We're on the same time zone. Sweet.
It's awesome.
So
actually.
you're
Yeah.
in country and it's so far away from us, yet we're the same time zone. I forgot. That's so
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep. It is awesome.
What are you on right now, Elliot?
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you. What?
Oh, she said, "What are you working on right now?" I believe.
No, nothing.
Yeah.
Actually, I have like a small. I have a few days off, like a vacation kind of thing, going on for about a week or so. And so I'm just kicking it. I'm just relaxing, not really doing much, trying to like draw here or there. I got a piece that I finished that I'm going to show today that I've been working on for like over a month, and not because it's difficult, because I was just relaxing with it, not stressing out too much, and just kicking back. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is just working on my own project. I'm not taking any commissions for the moment. Working on my own projects, and then also getting I already finished one piece of art that I'm going to offer for an art auction that I'm participating in. And so other than that, just nothing. Just working on my book. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
At least you have the time to recharge and then, do it for fun in a relaxing type way instead of like, oh, I have to hurry and get this done.
Yeah, that's like it's got its positives and its negatives, because I like drawing other characters. I like giving my spin on some of these other IPs that I see, and it's a lot of great fun. But then at the same time, sometimes I'll get like a list of commissions to do, and sometimes getting it done is more about like just forcing yourself to sit down and draw, and then so that can be a little bit tedious. But when you get a chance to just draw for fun, I enjoy it a tad more, and so that's always great too. But then you don't get any money out of it, so I have to like balance.
Yeah.
Balance the fun and the duties.
Yes, sir.
Do you have, wife, kids, any of that stuff, or are you just flying?
No, yeah. I'm married. I've been married for 9 years. We have a daughter who's 6 years old, and I'm able to actually do my art thanks to my wife, because things at home are so relaxed and calm and organized, so I'm able to not stress out too much. And then like I do art because I love it. I don't need it as a means to generate income. So I can just have fun with it, and if I don't want to do it one day, I'll stop doing it. Like taking a break. Like I'll never stop drawing, but I'll take a break every now and then, and then hang out with the family and spend time with them. So yeah, I'm able to do everything that I do because of them. Because if I didn't have them, things would be a lot hectic, or if something were wrong or something, then I wouldn't be able to to draw as frequently as I do. So it's great.
Yeah,
Same, brother.
love it. I love it. Yeah. I think that it's, well, I mean, I'm sure a lot of single people, like, there's benefits to that too, but I mean, I love being married. It's,
Yeah,
and it's like not even just for like, yeah, I mean, I obviously love him, but it is convenient. You know what I mean? For so many,
yeah.
help each other out, and it's nice to have that partnership too. So are you able to, like, is your wife taking time off too? Do you guys have like vacation together time?
Yeah. Yeah. We both we're professionals. We finished our well, she started working earlier. We both work in education, and so we're at a point in our careers where we can synchronize our vacation time. And so we're both on vacation now, and so we're able to take the time off and just kick it, which is great. It's great, like you said, to recharge and just hang out, spend time with your wife, because that's equally important. Like, if you have to give responsibilities and you have to be there for your children, but as a couple, you guys also have to maintain that relationship and do things as if you guys were boyfriend and girlfriend. So we make sure we have our date nights and stuff, and we hang out and yeah. So so all that's necessary, and so I'm able to do that these days. So
That's
Nice.
beautiful.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Yeah,
to
yes.
a couple we met. We were looking at their RV, and they both were in education too. They're both retired now, but so that's kind of cool. Right after we meet them, you say you and your wife are also in education. So what are the odds of that?
Yeah, definitely, yeah, and yeah, it's great, and yeah, like as you guys were saying, it's great to have that support and that you can lean on that person whenever you need, and they can do the same with you. So yes, and so what
Yeah.
are the chances I actually like? I mean, I met my wife at work, so I mean, it worked out for us. But
I
yeah,
did
that's
too. I did too. Yeah.
sweet.
Do you does your daughter draw with you? Can you like show her pointers and stuff like that, or is she not really too interested? Because like I love to draw. I have like talent for drawing if I try, but I just don't have the patience. So
Yeah. No, my daughter, we spend a lot of time together, and I don't know what to make of it, because she'll see me draw, and then she'll grab her board, and then she'll grab some paper and she'll draw also. Now I don't know if she's drawing because she likes it and she sees me drawing, or she draws because she may feel that it's something obligatory because I also draw. So I don't know what her position on it is. I'm assuming I'll find out shortly in the future, because one thing I don't want to do is impose art on her. Like, I want it to come naturally from her. So if I see that she continues with it, then I'll definitely support her. Right now she's 6, so she's just drawing very basic things and coloring, and she likes it. She likes doing it, but hopefully it's something that she actually does enjoy and not just a fad. Because she's 6 years old, so many kids her age just like drawing just for the sake of it. No, so we'll see what happens in the future. But I'm not trying to. I wouldn't want to impose that on her. Like, if she doesn't want to draw, that I wouldn't. I'm not going to force that on her. But if she does, then yeah, I'm all for it.
I thought she was 9, and I'm like, no, you said you were married for 9 years. Okay, so yeah. She's pretty young still, and she might like coloring more than sketching or whatever. But yeah, that's cool that she'll kind of go along with you too. Oh,
yeah,
that's
definitely.
Sweet.
Yeah, I have a drawing board that I do all my art on, and then I bought her a smaller one. And then when I draw, I get my artboard out, and then she'll get her artboard out also, and then we'll have a little like studio thing going on here.
Does your wife?
Yeah, it's fun.
Does she kind of give you advice on work you're doing? Does she draw also, or like how involved is she with that?
No, my wife has no interest in art. No interest. She likes it. She sees, that's a nice image, but it's not like it's not something that catches her eye at all. And it's something about me that she didn't learn until after we got married. Because she didn't. When we met, I never. She had never seen me draw, and so when I got into drawing, and she's like, "You draw?" I was like, "Yeah, actually, I've been drawing since I was 8. I just haven't had the time to do it because I was in university at the time and working, and so I just didn't have any free time." And so when I found the free time, I started drawing. And she's like, "Why you have really good skills?" And she supports me, like she's 100%. She's a big fan, but she's got like, I mean, I could talk to her about comics all day, and she would not like that. But it's fun.
Well,
It's fun, and then
yeah, you're very talented, so no one's gonna see that and not be
Thank you.
like mind blown, you know.
Yeah.
thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Like they were saying in the chat earlier, like people. I know I'm not alone now for sure after seeing it in the chat, but yeah, I found you on Twitter and it's like I'm an instant fan. It's like you have a very particular style. I don't know. I grew up with like
Awesome.
DBZ and like some American animation as well, but like
Yeah.
it all kind of, I don't know. You have like, it seems like a good combination. It creates a unique style that feels anime, but also has like some American touches to it too. It's unique in my opinion, but it's comfortable because it feels.
Yeah, I actually and when I first started drawing, getting back into it, that's kind of like the feedback I would get. It's like American style, but with a tad of manga in it. And I didn't like that at first because I was like, wait, I'm not trying to draw manga. I'm trying to draw comics from back in the day because I grew up reading Spider-Man and X-Men from the 90s and Image Comics and Spawn and Darkness and all that stuff. And that stuff was really influential in my art. And so when I heard that there was manga influence, and I was like, where did that come from? Because I don't. The only manga that I've read that I've seen is Dragon Ball. I've never read a manga book. I don't know, but now after like looking at it, analyzing, it's like, yeah, there is a touch of manga in it, and I'm not shying away from it. I'm actually going to embrace it, and I'm going to use that in the book, and then hopefully it shows out nice. So. Yeah, and I also wanted to say hello to everybody in the chat that I see. I see Mark, I see Tank, JJ. Yeah, good to see you guys. You guys are awesome.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for showing up.
People are turning out. It's cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
See, I'm embracing the manga. I like the manga.
Yeah, I noticed with my campaign since I offer a manga edition is what I call it, which is really just an undersized paperback black and white. So it'll feel manga in like the manufacturing, but it's not backwards or anything. But I noticed as soon as I used that word, a lot of people were like turned off by just the word. You know what I mean? And I can't blame them because the East is kind of sadly drinking the West's milkshake in a lot of ways, as far as comics go, unfortunately. But I think it's going to be artists like you who, I mean, you naturally developed these strengths and then realized it one day, like you just said, but you're embracing it rather than rejecting it. I think that's going to be kind of the future. And on the business end too, like if we can learn a little bit from what they're doing, like they respect the source material, right? Anime in the East is outright rejected if it doesn't follow the source material. Like they remade all of Full Metal Alchemist because the initial one wasn't accurate enough. You know what I mean? They reanimated it, bro, all of it. So it's like that's the kind of like gung ho attitude they have. So it's like, and on top of that, the animation sells the paperback, and you know the paperback. So if we can learn from like those positives like that, and I don't know, kind of swallow our pride in some aspects, but still stick to our, respect our own values, right? We can carry American, or should I say Western? I shouldn't say American. I should say Western. We can carry Western animation and art style forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Japanese people they have a particular style, and they're not. They don't regret it. This is their style. This is what they do, and they take it to extremes, and it's great. One thing that I personally love from seeing a lot of these manga panels and stuff recently is their action. Like I love their action, the energy blast, the effects, the clouds, the dirt, the dust. I love that stuff, and so that's something that I don't see too much of in American in Western comics. So that's something that I personally enjoyed from manga, and I'm definitely going to put that in my book. And so, I mean, take the best from both, and then just run with it. So,
yeah, dude, you can say what you want about Dragon Ball Z or whatever with the animation and stuff. It gets its own criticism. I mean, like you can compare that to like Akira, and it's not even comparable. But in that same vein, any still shot of DBZ just looks epic. Like you just have Goku standing there a certain way. It's like a screenshot of it looks freaking epic. Even when they're fighting, the blurs and stuff are drawn in a very good way. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
The speed lines, everything. Yeah, everything works out great.
I don't blame you for. I mean, if you're gonna pick one, I would personally say that's a good choice. A lot of other people would probably be like, "No, shut up, Andy. You got to tell them about this, that, and the other thing." You know, I mentioned Akira. That should be enough for most people mentioning Akira. I'll mention Jinro also. How about that? There we go.
Nice.
What, babe?
Andy, when you meet, I can't tell, and then I talk, and then you guys can't hear me.
Oh, sorry. Apologies.
Yeah.
They're demanding your TMNT, your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, in the chat. So I'm gonna pull.
I don't know if it's. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I'll pull it up here.
I don't know if it's like my other pieces or if it's like the recent one that I've done. But I'm going to do some more because this is the 40th anniversary, and I need to do something for them because they are my childhood.
I don't blame you there. Yep, and you can see the influence there. So like, add a slight amount of East into this, and that's what I'm talking about by the Western animation mixed with the slight anime style. You know what I mean? Like you can really see it here how it's both.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. Oh man,
thanks, man. I did this piece for a friend who died of COVID a while back. It's sad, but then it's fun. It's like crazy to me because I hadn't talked to the guy in years, and I thought that he was angry with me or something like that. And I was like, I wonder why he's not. Because normally, like every now and then, he'll contact me like, "Hey, there's a show going on here. There's a con going on over there," or "Hey, take a look at this contest," and he'll keep me a bay of things happening. And I haven't heard from him in a while. I was like, I mean, he's probably. And I thought he was upset with me or something. And then I find out through another friend that he had passed away. I was like, oh man, that sucks.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, it was sad. And his favorite turtle is Raphael, so I did that for him. And I'm gonna hopefully give it to his brother as soon as I get some time, and then give the original to his brother, and yeah.
Yeah, he'll love that then.
Loki Ninja Turtles. A Ninja Turtle head was the first thing one of the first recognizable characters I ever learned how to draw. My big brother taught me how to do that. Actually, it's pretty simple. You know, you can just the head anyway. But yeah,
nice,
it's good stuff. A lot of us are inspired by that.
Nice.
Yeah, the chat's loving it.
I love being a turtle. Yeah. What's going on, Ultimate Kahuna?
Yes,
and
sir.
Wrangler.
You got more here? I'll pull this up.
Yeah, and these are the sketch cards that I'm going to have available at the Red Valkyrie Underground Art Auction on Saturday. On Saturday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can bid on not just this Michelangelo. I also have Raphael, Donatello, and Leonardo, and you can get the whole set. I'll be auctioning it off on the channel, and yeah, so on the Red Valkyrie channel, and so subscribe to them and tune in, and then you'll be able to get this set, and hopefully you tune in. I have that, and I got a bunch of other art also.
Yeah, shout outs to Red Valkyrie.
Yeah.
The art auction's a good idea.
Yeah, so it's this. They're a cornerstone of CG and of the indie scene, and they've been helping out artists for a long time. It's still surreal to me in some cases, sometimes because I would retweet their the links for their shows so many times, and I never thought I'd actually get to participate, but recently I was able to. So I'm glad to be in on there and get to share some art and hang out with some awesome artists. Also, good stuff.
Heck yeah. Yeah, it's always a good feeling when you're just like you go from supporter to like contributor, you know.
Yeah, it's
It's
awesome.
it's pretty great. So we do have a couple questions here in the chat. I think both from Ultimate Kahuna here here's the first one. Do people usually have concept art done for a story or comic before it's written?
I normally yes. In my opinion, yes. From what I've seen before, people take on script writing for the book. There's usually a concept art. I personally, I did the same for my book. I have about 8 or 9, 10 characters that I've done so far, and I write them. I have their ideas in my head, but for me personally, since I'm an artist, I would love to have visuals. So I design the characters, and yeah, I need to have a visual reference for it before I actually start writing or drawing. Because one thing that I personally don't like, and that I've seen with other with some other IPs, is inconsistency in design. Like there's like certain elements that in one picture you see it, but then in the second picture some elements are different. And I don't know, I guess like it's OCD or something, but like when I see a character with different elements like that, like no, that's not how the costume is. The costume's supposed to have this and it's supposed to have that. And so for me personally, I like having a concept art as a reference, and that just for me personally, no. But I've seen other people just freehand it, and it whatever works, whatever's easiest for you, would work out just fine.
I'm sure there's times I haven't noticed, but I feel like I'm pretty observant, so that would drive me crazy too. That's something legitimately,
Yeah.
But people just honestly like make a mistake. It's not that they're being lazy or something, just forgetful, and it's a lot to remember and a lot of detail. So yeah, that's a good reason to need a reference for sure.
Yeah, and on top of that, you can see the obvious reasons why just having a reference, right? A reference is just nice. It makes it consistent, like you were saying. So
Yeah, because usually sometimes those small details is what helps. Like for example, if you draw a splash page, it's just one page of the character. You go in on all the details, and it's great. You can see it, and you can identify the character. But for example, if you're drawing another page and you have like one panel, and you have the characters like really tiny in the panel, usually those small details is what identifies one character from the other. So having that that difference, made evident, really goes a long way.
yes.
That is a really cool photo on the screen, by the way. I didn't look yet. Told it how I answered it since I'm driving, but I love it.
I gotta find.
Nice, thank you.
I gotta find a good version of Ninja Turtles to show my wife.
Thank you. Sweet.
I gotta
I
introduce you.
That what? Because I can see the background, like that texture, but I can't really tell what it is.
I have the cards here if you'd like to see.
Yeah, dude. Let's see.
Yeah, there's Raphael.
Sick.
And here's Leonardo.
Oh, yeah.
And then here's Donatello.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
here's Michelangelo.
The deeper psychology behind these characters are what I personally feel is the best thing about them. Like the reason behind the nunchucks and the sai, you know what I mean? Like it just makes sense.
Relate to their personality and stuff like that too. Like purple being more mysterious, red being more rage, or things like that.
Yep. Yeah. Well, that too. Yeah, it's fascinating. Like, okay, so the sai, I believe, is a defensive weapon. So Master Splinter made Raphael use that, I believe, for that reason. The nunchucks are very hard to control. So Splinter made him use the nunchucks so that he would learn control and stuff like that. And it's kind of the same with the sword, right, with Leonardo, because it's a very potent killing weapon, and so he understands life and death a little bit better, and like Harm.
Is he blue or purple?
Blue has the sword. The one on screen is red.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What colors are all of them?
Orange, purple, blue, and red.
Yeah.
I know, but tell me who has what color, Andy?
Oh. Orange has the nunchucks. Blue has the sword. Red has the sai, the one on screen.
You're being ridiculous.
Sorry.
It's not fun. Jesus.
Raphael.
Bottom of this.
Raphael is red. Raph, as in like wrath, right? Red, angry. Leonardo is blue. I don't have any good, clever things for that.
Just tell me their color and their weapons, because I used to watch it when I was really little, so I don't remember this stuff. It's so serious.
Oh.
Yeah, blue is a sword. Purple is that big long wooden stick. Red is the side. And yellow.
I need to down.
I should have brought these in color.
But yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, they all their weapons correspond with them for sure, and their colors too.
Yeah. Those are all
they're really cool.
Yeah.
Look, the freaking tridents that they give the devils, you know?
Yeah. What about them? What about them?
So, who has the scythe now, babe?
Oh, not a scythe, but a sai. That would be these ones right here on screen. The red one, Raphael.
Okay, because I was like, I don't remember that. I'm like picturing like Grim Reaper, and I'm like,
no. These weapons here are called sai. Yeah, I believe.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Yeah.
SAI. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Sai.
sounds. But I thought you said scythe, like, so I'm like.
Yeah, like Reaper.
Yeah. And a more wholesome question here. Let's see where if I can find it. Okay, here's a question. What turtle are each of you?
Oh man, it's a little bit of everything because I like partying. I get angry.
Yeah.
Reading. So I don't know, a little bit of Donatello and Raphael, I guess I would say.
Yes, sir. I think
because I pee on people. No, I'm just kidding. On the road they pee, and turtle pee smells so bad.
it does, yeah. It's kind of a defense mechanism for some of them, I think. So that makes sense. Yeah.
Turtles are too for me.
I'd say you're like a mix of Raph and Donatello, right? Don has the stick, right? Who's the orange one again? It's been so long.
Michelangelo?
Michelangelo, yes. She's a mix of Michelangelo and his wholesome goofiness, but then the seriousness of Raph. That's kind of how I view her. And I think I'm just straight up the Don. I don't know.
Nice.
I like being the.
I might sound serious, but I am never that serious. Oh, I guess I kind of.
You can get serious. That's what I'm saying.
I guess.
Accepted.
So, move over. They have their four-ways on. Move over. You're a dirt. I almost said douche and jerk. You're a jerk.
Nice.
Yeah, catching up with the chat here. Mark says he can't help but see every turtle's mask is red.
Yeah, the original ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were all red.
Been on YouTube for some reason, and I don't know my password. I can't read the chat or interact with them. Well, I'm driving anyway, but if I could, I can't. So it's really awesome when you put the things up and read what the chat's saying. Otherwise, I don't know.
Yeah,
Sweet.
It's fine. We'll keep up with it.
What's your favorite kind of music, Elliot?
I'm a hip hop head. I like hip hop a lot. I grew up in I lived a long time in Jersey, back in the early '90s, and everything was hip hop, and so I just been stuck with that. And but I listen to a little bit of everything now. Now that I'm older, I can appreciate other music, but But yeah, originally it's hip hop.
Do you know Atmosphere?
No, that's another thing. Like I haven't been keeping up with hip hop in a long time, so I'm like, I'm up to date to like about 2006. But there's a bunch of these new rappers out now that I have no idea who they are. Like
He's been around.
no, I don't know
Well,
Atmosphere.
Slug, Atmosphere, Rensers. I'm gonna send you some stuff. I think you'd really like it because it's really,
Nice.
really good. And it's like, it's definitely like more of storytelling, and it's really
Sweet.
good. Yeah. So I'll send you some of our favorites, but
Nice. Yeah.
I genuinely think you would like them. And anyone who
Yeah.
appreciates hip hop, especially old school, definitely.
Yeah.
And he just happens to be from Minnesota, but yeah.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
Yeah, he went places a little bit, but I think because of his temperament and the way Hollywood is, he kind of resisted a lot of that, which kept him at a certain level. So it doesn't surprise me that you haven't heard of him, but it also wouldn't surprise me if you have at the same time. So,
Sweet.
Yeah.
um,
Well, I was talking about Atmosphere when I posted one of his songs, so there's a
Nice.
lot of people from other states that do know him.
right.
Sweet.
Mark here, he says, Elliot, how did you come to end up in Peru after growing up in New Jersey?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. It's a loaded question. But yeah, I was born in Peru. My parents at that time in Peru at that time we were under a socialist type government, so my parents left, and I lived in the States from when I was like 2 years old all the way to high school, and so I lived in Jersey. I lived in North Carolina. I lived in Peru. I'm strong connections with Peru and the U.S. And I came back so I could continue studying. And while I was here looking around for options for studying and for getting a job, I met my wife and decided to stay here. And yeah, I mean, I travel every now and then to the States. Whenever we can, because tickets are expensive. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm living here now, but I did used to live a long time in the U.S. And that's me. That's where I got all my influence, because here in Peru, there's not a very strong comic community as in the States. There we have conventions here, but there's no artist alley. There's no there's hardly no artist type thing here. It's always mostly just cosplaying, Funkos, and everything manga. No, so it's not as organized, and as the culture is just different here than it is in the States. And
So did you say Peruvian? Is that what it is?
Peruvian, yeah, Peru.
So
yeah.
she's originally from there too, and everything.
Who, my wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have dual citizenship then?
No, you have to renounce. So I don't have citizenship in the States.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so interesting, the differences in culture with
Yeah.
the arts and media, just so much though. But
it's also interesting the similar things that are going down. Like, did you mention it's overwhelmed with cosplay and like manga?
Yeah. The kids here, everything. It's Naruto, My Hero Academia, Dragon Ball. What other ones are popular?
Wow.
Yeah, like the kids here love that stuff. And when you see the cosplaying in Peru, everything is manga. Like I don't see, and then it's manga, and then everything Western is from the movies. Like if you see kids doing cosplay for Marvel, it's the Spider-Man costume from the movies. It's the Iron Man costume from the movies. Nothing that a comic book nerd would be able to know. Nothing related to old school comics. It's all like, I mean, these kids don't know who Spawn is or things like that. I mean,
Spawn.
And I mean, and it's just a sign of the times. I guess kids grow up and they read other things that catch their interest, and yeah, I mean, there's got to be something there that they like. And I personally don't hate manga for the attention that they're getting now. I mean, it's just like the attention is going to sway from here and there. No, the U.S. has dominated the industry for a long time, so now it's swaying a little bit towards Japan, and I'm pretty sure it's going to sway back because there's no way to get rid of Western comics. I mean, that culture is just so rich with just the storytelling. It just is, you can't get rid of it. There's always going to be people in love with the art form that are going to continue carrying it on. So just
Yes,
take a
sir.
look at the indie scene. Many of us love the same things from back then, and we continue doing that now in the books. I mean, like the corner boxes, thought balloons, text on the cover. I mean, there's a bunch of things. Fan letters at the back of the book. Uh, flip comics. No, you had the floppies with the two issues on. You had one issue on one side, another on the other side, and then those things, man, those things are awesome, and those things will never die. No, I don't think
I don't think so.
that's ever going to fade out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, do you have like a universe then? I know you have a mini comic that you work on, and I'm sure you have a ton of stuff. But like, let's talk about your world a little bit. I know you're always commissioning, you're always doing other people's stuff, right? So
Yeah.
let's talk about your stuff.
Nice.
Tell us about your world. Yeah.
Yeah. I have 3 IPs that I created when I was in high school. Out of all those 3, the one that I wanted to tackle the first is this one that's called Ominous. Back when I was 15, I had no name for it. I just had a concept of the character and the story that this character would go on, an adventure that this character would go on. And what drew me to that to do that first is just the epic scale of the story, and it's something that I've always wanted to do and see in comic form because back then you didn't see it, but now I'm starting to see a bunch of people that take that approach, and I'm all for it. So yeah, my story is called Ominous. It's a story about this character. I don't know if I can share this. Hold on, let's see if I can share this with you guys.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, here's the character. His name is Zadok. He's the main character of the comic, and yeah, the story is about him going on an adventure. He's 18 years old, and the way the story starts is that he's just a kid celebrating his birthday. He goes to run an errand for his family, and as he's on his way doing this errand, things happen, and then he gets drawn into this conflict that's going to see him step into a role that he had not prepared for. So he's the reluctant hero, and he's going to see a bunch of things and come across a lot of obstacles and things that are going to change him from the 18-year-old boy that we see in the beginning to a man, like a more formed man. He's going to be more responsible, stronger, braver, and things like that. And so here's a pinup that I did of my 2 main characters. The top one is Zadok, and the bottom one is Silas. He's a secondary. He's a main character also. He's Zadok's friend, and let's see if I can. Yeah, here's Silas, and he's a soldier.
Oh, yeah.
He's a soldier from the kingdom, and he helps Zadok on his adventure also. And there's another pinup I did of Silas. This is a more updated design. And this other one that I have previously didn't have a lot of the emblems and logos that I made space for it, but I hadn't fully designed it yet, and so I'm working on it now. And yeah, so it's them, and so I'm going to Mark says Silas, 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 yeah, and yeah, so it's them, and then the first thing that And when I just created this character, I also created this one, this big guy here. His name is Deathmonger.
Hell yeah.
And when I created
this
him,
guy, he's memorable too. Like I remember, like the first time I saw this guy, I remembered him. Like the next time, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I got a lot of positive feedback for him when I first revealed it, and it was so much that I thought there was a hype that I could feel with this character, and so I was like, I need to take advantage of this, and I thought it would be really cool to see him take on my main character, and so I did a 10-page short story comic with those two guys fighting, and here's the cover for that. Here's the cover for that, and we see the two characters here fighting. The story is called Avenging Death. It's right now. It exists as a digital PDF, and it's finished. The inks, the pencils, the inks, the colors, the lettering, everything is done. And here's page 1, and it's just me. It's just me playing in the sandbox with my toys. Now I have my good guy, I got my bad guy, and want to make them fight. And then this is how I envisioned their fight. No, so we have this first panel. Wait, sorry. And then here we see Silas on the ground. He got slain. Zadok is picking up Silas's sword, and he's doing that face off. And then they go at it. And you got the bad guy angry, and then they go at it. So, and that's currently available. Anybody can get it for $5. It's a digital PDF file that I'll send to your email, or I can also give you a downloadable link if you like. And Mark, he was smacking Zadok around. So no spoilers. I'm just kidding. But so that's just something for fun. And so now I'm continuing with the main story. I've already finished writing the first book, which, if everything goes correctly, it should be about 88 pages, just this first book. So I'm working with an editor on it, and the 88 pages I'll type it up real nice. I'll send it to the editor, and hopefully I'll get feedback from that. And then hopefully I could start drawing pages soon, like maybe in a few months. And then once I start with that, actually starting from now already, no, I'm not taking any more commissions. I'm just going to focus 100% on getting the story out. And then 88 is what I got written, but it may be reduced. I don't think expanded, but I think it will be reduced, because also I included a lot of double page spreads that I want to include. There's a lot of visuals that I have in my mind that I have to put on paper, and there's a lot of things that like grand scale that I want to do. And so
I say oh,
images. I just have
I'm
to
sorry?
say that.
Say that again, babe.
That's one of the coolest images I've ever seen, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
And I was gonna say, since you're an artist, don't dial the pages back. Actually, if anything, take your time even more and like get that scope that you want in there, because you can. Since you are an artist, you can do that. You know what I mean? Like it costs me a bunch of money for a single page. It costs you a bunch of time, right?
Yeah.
So I would say actually lean into that. People are actually, I think, leaning more into thicker books, if that makes sense. I know like the Eric July guys just released like a 72-page book, so they're like thickening it up too, and that was like that was a whole thing. But like I don't know, I personally am like minimum of 72 over here, not accounting for splash pages. So I mean, I could be biased though, but I personally I like good thick graphic novels. You know, it's awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I wanted to play on there's this certain visuals that I have in my mind with the story from the very beginning, so I want to make sure that I have them in the book. And some of these images are just like I don't want to reduce them to just one panel. Like I want to like just blow it all up. And also I want to play with the page turn. Like I want to like make sure that I have it just right so that when it makes you want to turn that page and then bam, you see something real cool. And so I'm playing with it, and hopefully it'll come out great. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think.
Oh. I was just saying, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And, so yes, if anybody's interested, this is available. Just hit me up on Twitter. Just send me a DM, and then I'll. It's $5 through PayPal, and as soon as I get payment, I will send you the files with the email. And as an added bonus, for the people that are supporting me now, you guys are going to get special attention when I launch the campaign because right now I'm not actively promoting the book because I have nothing other than this to promote. So for the few people out there who have invested in this already, my thanks is just beyond measure enormous. I'm just really thankful and grateful for the support. And so for those people that are supporting me now before this thing pops off, I'm gonna kindly reward you with something when the campaign comes. I don't know if it's a free book or free art. Like I might hand out free original art. I don't know, but I'm gonna do something to thank you. I'll find a way because I think at the end of the day it might be a free book because I want to do something for the guys that are backing me now. So yeah. So if this catches your fancy, if you want to get it, hit me up on Twitter and I'll write your name down. And then when the campaign launches, I don't know, I may do like a discount or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But I'll find something to do.
Get on that, everyone.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Yes,
and,
sir.
And I'll also. I'm sorry, I was just to interrupt. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm also going to be documenting like the whole thing on YouTube. Like I'm going to start, like when I draw pages and stuff, I'll upload art videos as I'm doing all this, so you guys will be able to see everything from beginning to end, or the majority of it, because I don't want to spoil too much of it either. But I'll put some good stuff on the channel. So be sure to check me out on the channel, guys.
Yeah, follow his YouTube. Here's the link. I have it in the chat here. I believe I'll have all the stuff in the description as well. But yeah, you can also find his stuff from his Twitter here. I'll leave that up on screen as well. But tell us about your magic really quick. How do these guys fight without spoiling anything? How does some of this work? I noticed he has a huge sword.
I have no scientific explanation for it other than
this is the writer in me. This is the writer in me. So yeah.
No, I mean, like, yeah, I guess we just attribute that to super strength that we'll see later on in the story. The Zadok, for example, this main character, aside from because he's not really aside from his skills with fighting, he's very good with technology. So he's hold on, I'll show you. Hold on, I'm sorry. Let me see if I can find it. Good. I got a print. Well, I'm sorry, I got a piece of art with Zadok in a different habitat of sorts, because we always see him, or at least in the few images that I've drawn him, we've seen him with one second. We've seen him wielding the sword, but that's not always going to be the case.
Yeah. So he has some tech.
Yeah, he's savvy. Yes, exactly right. He's tech savvy.
Yeah,
and so this
I like that. It's kind of like Iron Man shtick too. Oh, here we go. That's sick. Yeah. Like I call these types mechromancers because they're like wizards. Well, like a mechromancer kind of implies minions, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so he's tech savvy. He does things with technology. That's his passion. So we're going to see that mixed with fighting in the comics. So so he'll be able to handle his own against some very nasty villains. Because see if I can crap. I think I just showed something I wasn't supposed to just yet. Hold on, let me see.
You're good.
Hold on, let me see if I can find
that. That actually does remind me. You did have a piece that you were going to reveal here. Also.
Yeah. I want to show it. Just I can show it now, actually. But hold on, I just wanted to show this. this
show
is
this first.
this is the main villain of the comic. His name is
Ooh.
Necronox, and he's a sorcerer. So he's got magic and he's got all kinds of like sorcerer type powers and stuff. And so, how is the sword wielding character going to destroy this guy? Yeah, well, you just have to get the book to find out. But
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a really interesting challenge for the character, and we're going to see him. We're going to see this big
Dude.
guy go at it, and yeah.
You mentioned Spawn earlier. I could see Spawn in that, and I love it. I love every second of that.
Yeah. That's what that's the kind of
Love
stuff
it.
that I want to put in it. And yeah, and actually, I don't know if it's okay. We can do the reveal now.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
And this what I'm going to show you now is a pinup that I did of Deathmonger. This is my actual first pinup of him because other art has been just the character sheets and then him in the book. But here's a pinup of the character, and this is exclusive. I haven't shown this off yet. So hold on.
Oh yeah.
I haven't even shown it on Twitter yet. You guys are getting the first look. So I hope you guys. Here it is.
Ooh, Deathmonger. Yep, the goat himself.
Yeah. Let's zoom in. And here he is.
Oh yeah, you see that, guys?
That's so
Amazing.
cool.
Wow.
Yeah. That's like I'm gonna have nightmares though. It's creepy. But
I love it.
It's creepy.
Yeah. No, it's good though. Oh, it's so good. That line work, the detail. You know, he's got. So it's a little reminiscent of what's that? There's another character. He particularly reminds me of a Batman villain. Is it Bane?
Yeah.
Bane, the one with the
yeah, we can say that. We can say that. He's got nothing chemically enhanced, no, right. But he's got that big musculature. Yeah, he's yeah.
No, it's sick, dude. No, this is like a badass Bane in my opinion.
Thanks, man. Yeah, Pit vibes. Yeah, that's awesome. Also, yeah, Everly Music, yeah, Pit vibes. Yeah. He's my big muscle guy. You know, you gotta have a big muscle guy in there, like the Hulk. Pit.
Somebody who can fight the Hulk. Yeah.
Yeah, big guys.
I still gotta write mine, but it'll come. Nice. I don't quite go into the superhero level quite, but like I go into like top tier, like mortal. I don't know. I need to figure it out. I was actually thinking about collecting characters like this, and my own, and just like finding a bunch of really cool characters that people have made and making stat cards for them so we can start comparing them with each other. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Sweet.
But, yeah. I would be more than happy to make them and make them look all cool and stuff. Just ask each creator like what are some of the powers that they can do and stuff, just so we can compare them and have fun.
That sounds great. Yeah, awesome stuff, man.
Yeah,
and yeah, so we're gonna. I've already sent this out to a colorist to get it colored, and like a special guest colorist in the indie scene, and I don't know when I'll get the colors for that, but yeah. So this is already getting all of the nice work, nice treatments for it, and yeah. Then after this, I'm gonna continue working with doing some more art. I have another character that I'm gonna do, and I have to design some more, and yeah, slowly but surely, it's getting done. Yeah.
Heck yeah, that's the way to be. I swear you can see, you can literally see the improvement. I don't know, like you're already so good, but you can like, I don't know if it's the definition in that one, but yeah, like compare this one to that one, it's like wow, you're learning by the day and you're already so good. So it's like, like just impressive to see. Great artists somehow become greater in real time.
Thanks, man.
It's pretty cool.
I appreciate it.
Let me see here. I was gonna say, do you have any last things you wanna shill before we? No.
Yeah. Actually, hold up. I was about to forget. Yeah, like I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to be at the Red Valkyrie Underground Art Auction this Saturday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. I'll be auctioning off art. If I may, I don't know if I can do this. If I can show off the art that I'm going to auction off.
Oh yeah, have at it.
Uh, I'm giving us. I'm offering some prints also. So, but yeah, I got this. This is Ant-Man and the Wasp drawing. Here's Ant-Man.
Oh,
I don't know if you can
sick.
see this. And then here's the Wasp.
I do believe
Then I'm-
Ant-Man and Wasp are underrated. Personally, I mean, there's a lot of criticisms that you can toss at, but like they're cool, man. Oh my goodness, those are really
Yeah.
good, dude. Holy crap!
And these colors were done by a friend of mine. His name is Michael Ibarra. He's a Peruvian colorist also, and he did, I think, really good job on that. I'm going to offer
Wow.
that, and I'm going to also offer these two pieces. This is Shadowpunk from the comic Shadowpunk, and this is Rage Tality by Shelby Robertson. This is one of my first indie comic prints. I'm sorry, artwork pieces, fan art that I did. I'm going to offer both of these, and this piece actually comes with the colors that I did. And here are the colors that I did. You get this nice print also.
Nice.
These are 11 by 17s, so I'll offer this.
Wow,
see,
dude.
so you get all this like in the pack, and then you get the other art, and then finally the turtles. And I'll offer that up, and then the turtles also. So if you want to bid on any of this art, please tune in to Saturday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, and you'll be able to bid on this and these other pieces of art. And then I may also just throw in other stuff because I got a lot of art. I may throw in some other stuff. I got a bunch of art like this. I got a bunch of art to throw in there. So also, sorry. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what I'll have. I don't know what I'll have, but I'll have stuff there. No, so be sure to tune in and bid on some art. And like I always say, if you don't like this art, there's also other artists there that I'm pretty sure you'll find something that you like because there's a bunch of artists there. And I got this print also of my fan art of Wraith the God.
Yeah, you're killing it.
So you guys.
I was gonna say that Venom was out of control. That was awesome. I loved it. Yeah, Venom's one of my favorite like mainstream characters.
Yeah,
it's such a cool idea.
I might offer this up too. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens.
It's sick.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I'll have that stuff available. So be sure to tune in. It's Saturday at the Red Valkyrie Underground Art Auction. It's on the Red Valkyrie channel. You can find the link to that on my channel also. If you can't find theirs, you just check my channel out. I have all their information there. So subscribe, tune in, and check out the awesome art. Everybody there is from the indie scene, and so you'll help out. You'll help us out. Like all proceeds are going to my comics. So I'm gonna hopefully get a pinup done from other artists, and you guys will be helping me out with that. So
heck yeah, man. Yeah, that's the important thing too. Is as indies banding together, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We start by supporting each other, and then it gets attention, and it snowballs from there. Hopefully, right?
Yeah.
But hey, Katie, was there anything else you wanted to say before we took off here?
No, I appreciate you. Sorry it got dark in here, but I appreciate you coming on. It was great to talk to you, and anytime, you're more than welcome to come on and hang out with us, man.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much. It was a pleasure. I really appreciate you guys having me and getting to talk a little bit about art and comics. I love talking about art and comics, and so I had a blast. And you guys are awesome people. And I'm going to continue promoting the book also. Saga of Sunsets, and so you guys be sure to get that also.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you for sharing that art with us too.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. I'm always excited when people like it. Super humbling. Thank you.
I'll send us out on the Saga of Sunsets theme song for everybody. But yeah,
Nice.
thanks again for coming on, and yeah, you're always welcome, like my wife said, and cheers,
Excellent.
everybody. Thanks for coming.
Take care, Chan.
Human heart fist stands tall, frozen visage cold as ice. With the evening star he flies through the storm's haunting cries.
Archer of the frozen lands, king's own power place within his hands. Succession, destiny calls. In the twilight he stands.
Hear the horn sound so clear. Hear its war cry, no regrets. Every fight brings destiny nearer. A saga of sunsets. Saga of sunsets.
Battlefields of frost and flame, in his heart rich fire and pain. On his path the legends claim the echoes of his name.